Using bacon, deliciously seductive
I know I'm
in
doing
a
this.
and great for adding flavour and texture to thrifty dishes because a little goes a long, long way. My favourite bacon is traditional cured Italian pancetta. Rich and strong in flavour, it brings extra depth to salads, stews and soups.
I'm pretty sure pancetta is used in more in chunk versions, right? Instead of a very slim. I'm pretty sure pancetta is used more in small cubes.
Great cheap alternative is streaky bacon, and it's what I'll be using for my thrifty lunch.
Smoky bacon, onions, potatoes, sweet corn. It's amazing how cheap the ingredients are that go into this. Get your bacon,
see? Big chunks.
just cut into nice chunks. I want these nice bite-sized pieces. Smoky, chunky, and just absolutely delicious. It's almost like an American corn chowder. Potatoes give it starch, thickness. Sweet corn gives it that glossy, delicious flavour. A couple of Baileys. They're always hanging around. If they're not in your cupboard, they're on someone's drive.
There's a little like the prosciutto or whatever. That's good too.
They are so powerful, and it goes brilliantly well with the onions and the bacon. Baileys in. A couple of potatoes. It's incredible how far you can stretch something out, especially when you bulk it with potatoes. Slice them.
Am I hungry? No, but now I kind of am, to be honest.
Nice and chunky.
Yeah, I could go for a good meal right now, like a real meal.
To use up leftover veg or meat that might otherwise go to
look
waste.
at the potatoes.
And if you make it in bulk, freeze it in individual portions and save on lunches throughout the week.
So you can see already how hearty and robust the soup is. It's a delicious combination. Onions, bacon, potatoes.
Oh, man.
And now, some fresh leeks. Open up the leek into 4.
Chat, what's the dish that's like a white sauce with potatoes and a bacon and sometimes a little something in it, and it's some herbs or some
That, a nice wash.
Leeks often have soil left in their tops, so it's important to clean them thoroughly.
Start
Yes,
sweating
somebody
that down.
had it.
We haven't even got the corn in there yet, and already it's looking and smelling incredible.
Add salt, but remember, you've got bacon in there, which is salty, so proceed with caution.
Really important to sweat those potatoes off.
Like
I love getting that flavour from the smoky bacon in with the potatoes. Now, once the leek is sweated off,
Potato bake.
cream corn.
A popular side dish in the States, cream corn is made from fresh, frozen, or even tinned corn, cooked with onion, butter and cream, and can be bought ready-made.
That starts to give the foundation to the soup.
What is that?
After the cream corn, add the sweet corn. Then, your stock. Don't flood the soup.
A potato bake?
Just
Is that
bring the stock to
um?
underneath the ingredients?
It's a
You
French
always
word
add.
for it.
Very difficult to take away.
Homemade chicken stock is so cheap to make. Just boil up your roast chicken bones with a few fresh veg and freeze in batches for when you need it.
Potato chowder, maybe.
Lighten the load with a touch of milk. That gives a really nice, bright colour. Now bring that up to the boil. Turn it down and let it simmer for 12 to 15 minutes.
This kind of looks disgusting.
As it cooks slowly, the starch thickens the soup, the bacon renders, and that leek, onion, starts the puree, and the corn just shines. OK, next we're going to make the American cheese biscuits.
What is
in the UK, they're known as scones, but in America, they're called biscuits.
First, put plain flour into a sieve. Add baking powder and sift both into a bowl. Next, add some salt, pepper, and grated mature cheddar cheese. Mix the dry ingredients, then make a well in the center.
Unless it's too old the cheddar cheese is, dude, it's so good, dude.
Pour in double cream and gently combine with a wooden spoon.
Too old is a little bit too bitter, but old.
Turn your dough out onto a flat
nice old cheddar
and knead for a few seconds only. If you overwork it,
it's salty,
your cheese biscuits
tasty,
won't
has a
rise.
bit of kick to it.
Roll out your dough to about 2 centimetre thick and cut into 4 centimetre round biscuits. Place well apart on a lined baking sheet and leave to rest on the tray for about 10 minutes.
Is this some UK
Then
thing?
brush the top of each biscuit with melted butter and bake for about 30 minutes at 160 degrees C in a preheated oven.
Oh, I could go for a
When your
good
cheese
banana bread
biscuits
now.
are well risen and a beautiful golden brown, remove. Deliciously Moorish, served hot or cold. Time to dole out my thrifty lunch.
Or garlic
I always
bread.
like to leave a soup to stand or rest. It looks richer, gets rid of all the stock, I like to have 2/3 ingredient, 1/3 of the stock, so it looks like a nice, delicious, chunky soup.
You see, this is not even a good take, but if I'm gonna have a chunky soup like that, I'd rather have it like a big, creamy, chunky, like a more creamy soup when it's loaded like that. Otherwise, I don't know. I want there's some consistency to it, dude.
Beautiful. Tinned sweet corn.
Almost like a mushroom soup.
Some streaky bacon. But it doesn't look
thicker.
like it's just come out of a store cupboard. That is proper hearty food.
Served with my American-style cheese biscuits, this thrifty lunch may have been made on a shoestring,
not bad.
but without an ounce of compromise on freshness and flavour.
Doesn't look that bad anymore.
The secret of a great hash brown are the potatoes. I prefer using really nice, waxy potatoes. They cook better, but more importantly,
Ooh, a hash brown.
hold themselves together. We're not going to slice the onion or the potatoes. We're actually going to grate them. The potatoes get really nice and crispy. I mean, seriously crispy. Now, the onion.
Which hash brown is the best hash brown?
That way you get that nice balance of that onion flavour running through every little shard of potato.
Nobody said it in chat. Not even
Season
one.
with salt, pepper, olive oil, and cayenne.
Give that a really good mix through.
It's Chick-fil-A.
And then squeeze
And
all
here
that
the
water
soup.
out.
A thing which we rarely, if ever, see.
Look at all that juice we squeezed out of there. Really important.
Next,
The more
the
liquid you
juicer,
remove,
Have you never
also
had it?
known as xQc,
So
like a hermit crab crawling out of its shell
shut up.
to find a new one.
Shut up. Listen.
Change his shirt.
Everybody sees Chick-fil-A as like a dinner/lunch place. Try Chick-fil-A in the morning. Get their little sauce packets, dude, and get their
Hey X,
Dude,
this is random, but I was wondering if you and
breakfast
T1 are actually cool,
chicken,
'cause I know you
spicy
two got each other. It's funny,
with
just
breakfast
curious,
hash
Topos, I
brown
love both of you.
with a lemonade. Oh my god.
yeah, your hash browns will be.
Nice large pan. Put that on.
Once the pan's hot, pour in a good glug of olive oil.
Yo, long time viewer, first time, and then here has been spamming my link and
That
here
sound
every
confirms
for 2 months now. So
Yo!
figured it
How
out.
important
For
it
the
is to have
first
your
time
pan
to increase
nice
my
and hot.
chances. Could you please
see-
check out this link? It would really make my day. Link.
Shut up. Thanks for the 100, dude.
Peels the grated potato and onion together.
Good one,
So
good
take
one,
a
dude.
spoon.
Another good joke.
And just
First time donator.
pat it down. What we're trying to do now is get it really nice and compact.
Hey, man.
Going round the outside of the pan with little flecks of butter. You just slip them down the back gently.
Oh, I didn't know you made a whole plate of it when you do
And that gets
hash
the
brown.
onions caramelised.
Here's a great tip for turning your hash browns over quick and easy.
Take a plate, place it on top, and just flip it over, and then slide it back in very quickly. You see the colour we've got on there now. Got that nice, crispy texture of the potato.
I'm going to use the hash brown as a bed for my baked eggs.
This looks pretty good.
Crack in your eggs nice and gently.
Just a little sprinkling of the cayenne to make the eggs a little bit spicy.
Then
Cayenne pepper?
into a preheated oven for
Because I'm pretty sure if you were going to spice it with a pepper,
Cayenne
this is actually more healthy to do it like that. Pepper and salt, just the cayenne is better.
to make the
Pretty
eggs a little
healthy
bit spicy.
than doing
then
the,
into a preheated oven
salt, pepper.
for 6 to 8 minutes. Meanwhile, onto my bacon, and I'm giving it a classic American twist.
Now, one thing I could never get my head around when I first started eating
Yep.
lots of American
Very
breakfast was
pretty
the
healthy.
sweetness from the bacon.
I've grown up to love that combination of smoky sweet flavours, and it's so easy. Pan on and simply heat olive oil, brown sugar, salt and pepper, and butter. Bacon in, and as it cooks, it becomes irresistibly
good.
caramelised and golden brown.
Turn off the gas, and my glazed bacon
Yeah,
absolutely ready.
it's hard to get it right
Beautiful.
without fucking.
Now, my hash browns
Blackening
and
it.
baked eggs are ready.
Look at that. Beautiful. Just get your spatula underneath there. Onto your plate. And that bacon sits beautifully on top of the baked eggs and that hash brown underneath, and you can see why the best breakfasts in the world are always in America.
This is an all-American superhero of a breakfast. Eggs baked in hash
That
browns
looks,
with glazed
that
bacon.
looks amazing. That looks bussin'. Yeah, that looks absolutely fantastic. I'm not gonna lie to you.